Well, you can't help but notice the high style of the Grizzlies as they came through the tunnel earlier on, all set to take the stage in front of their loyal fans. A terrific look at the city of Memphis, Tennessee on the banks of the majestic Mississippi River. Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight we've got the Memphis Grizzlies playing against the Sacramento-Kings. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Hey, good evening, Kevin. The Kings are trying to snap their long playoff.
DA, the Sacramento fans would love to see that as well. Thanks so much for that report. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's Barnes in at the 3. And for the Grizzlies, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at small forward. Bogdanovich passes to Bielitsa. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Morant kicks to Valanciunas. Winslow against Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. Morant passes to Jackson. Kept alive. Bucket is good.
Oh, he's a sensational offensive rebounder. Valanciunas, he just has the nose for where to be when shots go up.
Good ball movement here by the Kings. They get it again. Here's Bagley. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Morant. Passes it to Valanciunas. Fox with the steal. And the Kings pushing it up now. And it's Fox with the jam.
Now that's team basketball. Bielitsa doing a nice job getting the ball to the open man.
Pass to Morant. To the middle. Here's Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Oh, and he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back with an in-your-face stuff. Now here's Barnes. Teardrop shot. Bielitsa passes to Bagley. Yep, it counts.
This is what the coaching staff wants from Bagley, for him to be confident and to take these shots.
Fox against Morant. Banked in off the glass.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Bogdanovich looking around. Pass to Bielitsa. Valanciunas grabs the board. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Here's Valanciunas. Marvin Bagley picking up that last basket. Brooks dishes to Jackson. 2 points. That one goes.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
Barnes against Winslow. And yes, it's good.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Out left to the wing. Jackson finds Morant. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And what a pass from Morant. I mean, he does a terrific job staying alert and seeking those opportunities.
Bagley in the post, guarded by Valanciunas. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Fox with the steal. An even 3-on-3 break.
Hard work on the boards. A lot of competition for that one. But he's got the limp to be the first one, too.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Jackson passes to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Oh, he uses his physical tools to the fullest when attacking the defense. That's a heads-up play by Valanciunas.
Fox goes in, and it's Fox with the jam.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
Fox against Morant. On the wing, Winslow. Trying to find Valanciunas. Gets it to him. Bagley with the block.
And that's just the activity on the defensive end. I love it when Bagley goes after rejections. It helps fire him up.
It's been all about Jonas Valanciunas for the Memphis Grizzlies. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Parker out there with Kent Bazemore, and it's Giles in at the 5.
Well, Buddy Hield, the consummate gym rat, growing up in the Bahamas, he built his own rim with a milk crate and would shoot all night. His neighbors got so tired of yelling at him to keep it down. He sprinkled broken glass under the rim to get him to move the hoop.
And staying with the play, Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got the lead up to 4 now for Memphis.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Bazemore on the wing. He's covered by Anderson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And Greg, they said Hield would wait until his mom fell asleep and then sneak out to play basketball. And when she came looking for him, he'd take off running.
Yeah, he preferred to catch that discipline at home more so than in public. But growing up in the 8 Mile Rock, a tough neighborhood, his mom rightfully very protective.
Now, here's Clark. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Hield outside. There's the pass to Holmes. Oh, and the jam by Holmes.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Parker finds Holmes. Out to Parker. Back to Holmes. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Holmes got his second bucket tonight.
And Parker understands the importance of adding to his game, including upping his passing and playmaking skills.
Jones in the post. Holmes on him. On the basket by Jones. Jones has got the lead back up to 4 now for Memphis. Kings have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Passes it to Bazemore. To Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Melton passes to Clark. Here's Melton. Clark left side. And the rejection by Holmes.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Parker. Shot by Hield. Nobody around. Good on the three-point shot. Hield's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Melton passes to Clark. Down low. Melton, no good. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Kings. And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That is his first foul of the game. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Barnes, he's checked in for Sacramento. Fox comes in for Joseph. Here's Barnes. No good that time. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. 1:16 left to play here in the half. Jones looking for an opening. Now the dish to Clark. And slam dunk by Clark.
He gives up a lot of size to most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like he can.
Up top, Hield. Pass to Holmes. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Oh, look at Hill's unselfish approach. He's working to find every one of those, not just himself.
Pass to Melton. And play stop. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Clark. Jackson comes in for Anderson. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Melton. And it's Morant in for Tyus Jones.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
And that one, good. Morant's got his second basket.
Yeah, wiry, strong, and courageous. Morant's willing to slam it up in there if you give him a lane.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Bagley. Over Valanciunas. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Rashawn Holmes getting it done for Sacramento.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We will. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. Some good moments from both teams, but as the... And that'll...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Jonas Valanciunas having a dominant impact in this game.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So on the floor for Memphis. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Valanciunas dishes to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
And getting to the free throw line more and more. GA awfully tough to stay in front of De'Aaron Fox.
I mean, he's just got to knock him down, though. I mean, a free throw percentage, I think he can and will improve upon.
Now here's Brooks. Following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox. Valanciunas passes to Jackson. Now here's Morant. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Now it's a 3-point Grizzly lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Outside, Bagley. The pass to Bielitsa. And the shot goes in.
And how about the fundamentals right there? I mean, Bielitsa is so skilled at keeping his balance in the face of adversity.
Morant outside. He kicks it to Winslow. Back to Morant. And the shot goes down. Morant's got 4 points this quarter.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. Now, that makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
It's Bielitsa. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
It's still early, but a 1 for 4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
Now here's Jackson. 6 points for him. And the layup's good off the glass. Jackson's got the lead up to 5 now for the Grizzlies.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Bogdanovich. They shoot again. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Oh, a good shot blocker who competes hard on defense. Defenders better think twice before trying Valanciunas.
Morant dishes to Jackson. Back to Morant. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Jackson finds Morant. Memphis moving it around. Here's Valanciunas. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done differently, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of them.
Yes.
And the Kings making a change here. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Bagley. Harry Giles comes in for Barnes. On a heel, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Corey Joseph subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. Here's Giles, following the score by Memphis. To the paint. Passes to Bielitsa. Pass to Holmes. Stripped it away. 1:11 left in the third. Melton passes to Valanciunas to the inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now it's a 9-point Grizzly lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
For Sacramento, they've gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Giles kicks to Joseph. Trying to find Holmes. Gets it to him. Right on the bucket. Holmes got 10 points.
He's the one trying to keep them in this game. A tremendous individual effort.
Melton passes to Valanciunas. Here's Melton. He's covered by Joseph. Back to Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Reliable and executing in screen and rolls. Valanciunas, he excels at taking what he sees in these sets.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. For Sacramento, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. And he makes the first. Tyus Jones, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Then for the Kings, Parker's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Corey Joseph.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Now here's Anderson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Dishes it to Clark. Clock at 6. Yes, that goes in. And the Grizzlies lead by 9.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
He gets that one.
Oh, great flow to that possession. 2 players totally in sync with each other.
That one, no good. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we'll be right back after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. Fox at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. Giles is out there with Jabari Parker. And it's Bazemore at the small forward position. Fox. And it's good in the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 3rd assist on the night.
This is the attitude Parker plays with, someone who's very willing to give it up to his open guys.
Now here's Jones. Kicks it to Clark. And now the Kings fast break. Here's Hield, and it's blocked. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. So both teams making some changes here. Outside, Bagley. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Fox feeling it out a bit. Back to Giles. Hield outside. Shot clock at 6. Shot from 6. And that's good off the glass that time.
Looking more active inside Hield. It's important that he keeps looking to score close to the bucket.
Morant outside. Jackson kicks to Morant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the... And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, I listened in on what Luke Walton said to his team. He told them they have to keep fighting. He said, hey, look, we're right here, but we can't make mistakes. You got to be aggressive and smart. Back to you guys.
Here's Morant. Marvin Bagley picking up that last basket. Morant passes to Valanciunas. Back to Morant. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
The kick out to Fox. Stolen by Jackson. Morant with it. Now guarded by Fox. Pass to Valanciunas. It's Brooks on the wing. Bagley with the block. They retain possession. 5 to shoot. Morant finds Valanciunas. And now the Kings fast break. Here's Barnes.
Oh, that's a nice play from Barnes. Putting enough pressure on the D that time, and they were forced to foul and give him a chance at the line.
First free throw is good, and that trims the lead to 6. Barnes hits them both.
Crucial that he converts those shots. They've got to keep eating away at the lead.
Morant outside. He dishes it to Valanciunas. And there's a minute 45 left in the 4th quarter of this one.
Who's watching here?
Back to Morant. And he elevates for the slam dunk, and Marvin Bagley did not like that.
Are you for real? Morant, way up. That move was fire.
The pass to Giles. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
Now here's Brooks. The dish to Winslow. Back to Brooks. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, it's easy to see all the hard work Dylan Brooks has put in. I mean, he just continues to add new wrinkles to his game.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. Bielitsa, who's checked in for Giants. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
A good league is even better with excellent work at the stripe.
Fox, the bounce pass. Bogdanovich with it. Passes it to Bielitsa. Over Jackson. Trying to get open is Bogdanovich. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. Morant against Fox. Now here's Morant. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Valanciunas. Back to Morant. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
Stolen by Jackson. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Morant finds Brooks. To the middle. Pass to Winslow. Fires the 3. The shot, no good. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. And Dave.
Hey, Kevin.
I bet they are. Thank you, D.A. Now the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Ingram in at the small forward. And for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Marvin Bagley is out there with Bielitsa, and it's Barnes in at the 3. Ball against Fox. Bagley with the block.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooters.
And that one's good. Williamson.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Fox passes to Bielitsa, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Terrific talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Barnes is really showing some good work on defense. Outstanding at staying in front of his guy and challenging the shots, making it hard for him.
And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
Boy, there's not much defense available once a steal is made. That's the best time to attack on the break.
It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Man, I like how confident Fox is inside. I mean, awesome. Absolutely awesome getting good positioning close to the basket.
Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Favors passes to Holiday. Bogdanovich against Williamson. It's Ingram on the wing. And the dunk by Williamson.
Second chance opportunities. Williamson explosive into the air with the touch and concentration to finish.
Bogdanovich passes to Bielitsa. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Ball against Fox. Ball no good.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing, guarded by Holiday. Here's Bagley. Good D by Williamson. New Orleans leading by 4. Down low. And the dunk by Williamson.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special.
And finished off by Bagley.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
And it's Bielitsa with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Kings. Giles checked in for Bielitsa. And it's Buddy Hield in for Bogdanovich. And New Orleans also making a change. J.J. Redick's checked in for Lonzo Ball. And it's Ingram missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And the dunk by Barnes.
Boy, the speed of Barnes blasts around defenders and gets to the bucket with ease. Nice.
Well, Harrison Barnes at 6'8", 225 has played some power forward. Greg, do you like him there or at his more natural small forward position?
I think in today's game, Kevin, having the strength he does allows him to kind of hold his own. You know, you don't see a lot of 4 men playing a lot of post-up in today's game. He's still got to be able to play in space and I think creates matchup nightmares for the opponent.
Sacramento making some changes. Parker's checked in for Marvin Bagley. Kent Bazemore comes in for Barnes. And Corey Joseph subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Favors. Nicolo Melli comes in for Zion Williamson. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Ingram. And it's Frank Jackson in for Drew Holiday. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Jackson against Joseph. To the paint. Here's Parker. And the layup falls.
Excellent control from Parker that time. So good at taking the contact and then adjusting his shot in the process.
And the wide open shot from Redick connects from three-point range. The Kings trail by 5. Hield finds Joseph. Parker inside. Giants. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Outside Jackson. 3 seconds left. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Rashawn Holmes.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Both free throws good from Jackson. Got it off in time. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. New Orleans on top, leading by 5. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Pelicans.
I'll tell you one thing. They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the first half.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
So for New Orleans right now, we got Jahlil Okafor. J.J. Redick is out there with Jackson. And it's Melli in at the power forward. Knocked away. It's stolen by Hield. And the Kings pushing it up now. Here's Bazemore. And the dunk by Bazemore.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right. And that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Hield kicks it to Bazemore. Inside, Okafor with the steal. All by himself. Here's Hart. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, I tell you, when Okafor sees a wide open teammate, he really zips the ball over to set him up for a clean look at the bucket.
Hield the pass to Giant. And he gets it to go.
And that's right where they want it to go with the ball in rhythm.
It's Redick on the wing. Back to Hart. That's tipped. Here's Okafor. Oh, what a play!
Woo! Grown man play there by Okafor. The skill he has in muscling shots in over difficult defense is a real bonus for him and his team.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Bielitsa, who's checked in for Giles. Barnes comes in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Hield.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Hart the pass to Okafor. Holmes with the steal. Jumps up, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
Barnes is a problem in these fast break situations. He's got strength, he's got skill, and he's got excellent speed.
Here's Hart. The second chance effort. And the call. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And it's Okafor missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Barnes kicks to Fox. Second chance shot, and it's good on the way in. Fox has got his second bucket of the night.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Bielitsa with the bucket.
That's serving it up on the platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Jabari Parker's checked in for Sacramento. Buddy Hield comes in for Bogdanovich. The Pelicans also changing it up. Derek Favors checked in for Okafor. Jackson Hayes comes in for Zion Williamson. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Lonzo Ball. Bagley trying to free himself up. Hield with the bucket. And now it's a 3-point Sacramento lead. And so Holiday will bring it up for New Orleans. Redick against Fox. Redick dishes to Hayes, and the shot is good. Hayes has got his second bucket of the game to go.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
We've got 22 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Holiday up top, covered by Hield. Favors. Good D by Hield. To the paint. Here's Fox. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Fox has got 6 here in this quarter.
Phenomenal court vision by Parker. He really has all the tools to be a great player in this league.
So that'll be it for the first half. Thanks, David, and we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope, and quite possibly, the fastest player in the league. The Aaron Fox is a budding star. And
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Without question, De'Aaron Fox displaying his skills today.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Bagley in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Pelicans trail by 5. Now Ingram. Plays it up and banks it in. Ingram's got the first basket of the third quarter for New Orleans.
Yeah, you know, he's slight of build, lanky and long and athletic, but he still finishes through contact, and He's not afraid to go in there and take the hit either.
And Fox gets it to go. Fox has got the lead, back up to 5 now for the Kings.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Favors can't get it to go. Barnes outside. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. 6 on the shot clock. A shot off that time. Some solid defense from Ingram. And with that shot, the Kings lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Holiday.
He's an explosive, athletic guard, and I tell you, the coaching staff must love watching Holiday in the open court.
Barnes against Ingram. Got a piece of it. Ingram with the steal. Holiday goes in. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Fox against Ball. The shot's good. Fox has got 4 points in the quarter.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Makes it off the glass. Ball's got 6.
Oh, wow. 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Here's Bagley. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. And the pass to Williamson for the lead. And the layup is good. He's got 8.
Yeah, you know, you look at Ingram, and it's not all about scoring with him. He shows he shares the ball as well.
Bogdanovich inside, guarded by Holiday. Here's Barnes. Ball with the rebound. New Orleans in the lead. Pops it up for Favors, and a slam dunk by Favors.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
The kick out to Barnes. Holiday against Bagley. Lets a floater go. Bielitsa with the bucket. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Holiday attacking. That one goes in. Holiday's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
An intense competitor. It's clear that Holiday enjoys going hard at the defense and finishing on them.
Fox against Ball. Knocks it loose. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. So it's the Pelicans now. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Here's Hart. He's covered by Bazemore. Here's Hayes. Misses off the left iron.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Bazemore for 3. Pelicans with the rebound. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
And Jackson gets it to go.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for him this half.
Out to Parker. Joseph against Jackson. Here's Holmes. Gets himself open and drills it.
Yeah, Joseph adept at finding his open teammates, and that's exactly what you want from your point guard.
Joseph against Jackson. Rebounded by Holmes. Parker right side. And he uses the glass on the layup. Now just a 1-point New Orleans lead.
Man, no substitute for aggressiveness, and Parker displaying it right there. Seeing the space to attack the hoop and then not hesitating at all.
Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. New Orleans on top, leading by a point. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a two guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. So the Pelican 5 right now. They've got J.J. Redick. He's out there with Jackson. Hart is out there with Hayes. And it's Melly in at the power forward position. Here's Giles. And again, it's Sacramento converting. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Hart the pass to Hayes. No good there. Good work defensively by Holmes. The Kings leading. On the wing, Heel. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Giles, that's good.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
De'Aaron Fox is checked in for Kent Bazemore. The Pelicans also changing it up. Okafor is checked in for Melly. And Ball subbed in for Jackson. Hayes. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Kings.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close-range points. You got to have those.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Bielitsa, he checks in for Rashawn Holmes, and it's Barnes in for Jabari Parker. Here's Ball. That one's not going to go. And it's the Kings taking it the other way.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
The Kings making a switch here. Bagley's checked in. The Pelicans also changing it up. Derek Favors checked in for Hayes, and it's Drew Holiday in for J.J. Redick. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
And it's Williamson missing. Kings leading now by 6. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively. And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
What amazes me about watching Williamson, his lift into the air, it's so effortless.
Stolen by Ball. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. And he comes up with the deuce. And now just a 4-point Kings lead.
And Ball is one of those guys. He wants to rock in his hands in these key situations because his teammates expect him to deliver, and he knows that he can.
And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. Ball's running. Williamson on the follow.
Some young players tend to defer in big moments. Not Zion.
Timeout called by the Kings. They're in front by 2. 1:44 left to play in the final quarter. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Marvin Bagley.
And he's had the hot hand tonight, Kevin, no doubt about it. He's gotten his field goal percentage up over 60, and you're only going to get it that high when you're taking good, smart shots.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Okafor is checked in for Favors. Josh Hart comes in for Brandon Ingram. Morris checked in for Drew Holiday. And it's Jackson in for Ball. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Luke Walton was just talking about strategy with his team. This game is close, and he told his players, hey, guys, this is when it's fun, right? This is a close game, and this is when you get to show what you're made of. Right here, right now. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
And this team believes in Hill. There, he repays their confidence by executing in the clutch.
And it's Okafor off the drive.
I don't think there's anybody else on this team that feels more comfortable taking the clutch shot than Okafor. I mean, he really laser focuses in these critical situations.
Bagley, good, and a nice assist from Fox. And the Kings lead by 6.
And just easy to see why people are so high on Bagley. His ability to deliver there in the clutch is impressive.
Fox with the steal, and here they come. Healed from outside. Pelicans pull it in.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The drive by Barnes. Count that one. Barnes has got the lead up to 8 now for Sacramento.
Boy, the size and quick release Barnes has helps him inside. I mean, he feels very comfortable shooting from here.
On the wing, Jackson, guarded by Fox. Offensive rebound. And it's Okafor missing. So the Kings win it. Some good moments throughout this one. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. the Mississippi River, and the skyline, and the starting group for the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the small forward position. And for New Orleans, Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Ingram in at the 3 spot. Now here's Ball. Outside Holiday. Williamson outside. 5 on the clock. And the dunk by Williamson. And 2 conference rivals scoring off tonight. You know, see, this has the feel of a playoff game.
It does. These two teams have had their battles in the past. It's always fun to see them match up against one another.
And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ballgame, and it's good for 2.
It breaks down your defense when Ja Morant gets in the lane. You want to force him outside.
Favors against Valanciunas. And that one's good by Favors.
High percentage look. This is what your offense is designed to do.
Ball against Morant. And finished off by Morant.
This guy is exciting to watch. Morant gets up and dunks it.
To the inside. And it's Favors that time on the assist by Holiday.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Morant finds Valanciunas, and it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Great vision by Ja Morant. Has the passing talent to average double-digit assists.
On the wing, Holiday. Brooks covering. Morant with the steal. And here we go with Brooks running it up the court. Valanciunas passes to Brooks. So they take the lead.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4.
Ball feeling it out a bit. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well trained in blocking out distractions. Ball doesn't let a little contact affect the shot.
Morant dishes to Brooks. Morant with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Valanciunas trying to free himself up, and that one's good. Morant's got 6 points.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Williamson, the pass to Favors. And it's Ball in the corner. New Orleans moving it around. Shot clock at 5. Pops it up for Favors. And no good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. 1:51 left to play here in the first. It's Morant with the drive. Good work there as it goes. 8 points for him.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Now the pass to Holiday. Down low. It's tipped. Stolen by Brooks. Valanciunas against Favors. Morant passes to Winslow. Up top, Valanciunas. Just 5 on the clock. Winslow kicks to Valanciunas. Here's Jackson. Favors with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And the dunk by Williamson.
Nearly unstoppable. No matter where the pass is delivered, Zion will go up and get it.
Now here's Morant. 8 points for him. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. New Orleans making some changes here. Melly is checked in for Favors. Reddick comes in for Drew Holiday. And it's Frank Jackson in for Lonzo Ball. Here is Anderson. Back to Clark. And the basket is good.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Now here's Ingram. trailing by 4. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Josh Hart comes in for Ingram. D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Memphis. Redick for 3. It's rebounded by Gutteridge. Grizzlies have gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting. Clark, the pass to Gutteridge. Back to Clark. The drive by Jackson. Can't cash in from close range.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Here's Anderson. Good.
Working off contact is something Anderson does extremely well, and he does it a lot.
And so it's Memphis with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll get right back to the action. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. They've got Hart. Jackson is out there with J.J. Redick. Then it's Jackson Hayes. And it's Melly in at the 4 slot.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Hart. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Now, Clark. Pass to Anderson. Back to Clark. And it's Clark with the jam.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
And watching Brandon Clark play, first thing you notice, the young fella plays above the rim.
He's very quick off the floor, GA. Had a max vertical of over 40 inches at the combine. Did you hear me? Over 40 inches. And I think he was the steal of the draft. Fortunately for the Grizzlies, he failed to 21.
A nice shot by Anderson.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Pass to Redick. And it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball. Here's Melton. He dishes it to Clark. To the middle. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Anderson. Ball stolen. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Yeah, another turnover there. But, guys, overall, they've taken really good care of the basketball.
Some changes for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Melly. And it's Holiday in for Frank Jackson. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Memphis. And Holiday, here we go. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Clark up top, covered by Hayes. 16 feet away. Here's Valanciunas, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Valanciunas has got his second basket of the game. Redick surveying the D. Poked away. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. So for the Pelicans, Williamson is checked in for Jackson Hayes. Brandon Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. And Ball subbed in for J.J. Redick. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Brandon Clark. Justice Winslow comes in for Anderson. Brooks checked in for Melton. And it's John Morant in for Jones. Ball against Morant. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves And it's one because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble from three and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those three guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the three guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
That's where Valanciunas is a handful, inside and on the block.
And Holiday kicks the ball. A drive by Williamson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Pelicans shooting their first free throws of the game.
And we all know about Zion Williamson's athleticism. Now he must continue adding to his game.
And here's Morant. He's got 10. Now here's Brooks. Kicks to Valanciunas. 6 to shoot. Brooks feeling it out a bit. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Valanciunas has got the lead up to 12 now for the Grizzlies.
Gotta love the big man Valanciunas fighting for that extra chance, and he was rewarded for his efforts.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter, aggressive move inside.
Valanciunas with the ball, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Brooks finds Valanciunas. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Valanciunas has got 8 points in the quarter.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Kicks it out to Williamson. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Morant with it. And so it's Memphis, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of that.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. It was all Ja Morant in the first quarter. He had 10 points and 1 assist. And that...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the small forward. Pelicans trail by 12. Inside, Favors. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists in the game. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. Winslow dishes to Morant. Outside Jackson. Back to Morant. Stolen by Holiday. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And finished off by Williamson.
Unbelievable hang time, giving the crowd its money's worth. Go ahead, Zion.
Morant against Ball. It's deflected. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Williamson with the ball. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
A relentless penetrator, Zion forcing the D to get physical with him there.
So for the Pelicans, Hart, he's checked in for Ingram. Reddick comes in for Drew Holiday. And it's Jackson in for Lonzo Ball. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Clark, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Anderson comes in for Justice Winslow. And Jones subbed in for Ja Morant. Here's Jones. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
No good on that one. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
The explosiveness gets Zion through the contact. Defender didn't stand a chance.
Nelly is checked in for Derek Favors. The Grizzlies also making a change. Gutterich is checked in. Here's Hart. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Drawing attention from the defense. Zion knows there's probably someone else open. He understands the game.
Jones the pass to Clark. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Hart. It's deflected.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Wound up there for Clark. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
This is why so many were high on Clark there. Love seeing him be aggressive.
There's the feed to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Jones the pass to Clark. And that comes off the assist by Jones. 10 points for Brandon Clark.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
The drive by Williamson. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Clark. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And there, Clark showing a little burst, trying to create some offense. He has the athleticism, and the defense isn't necessarily expecting it.
So for the Pelicans, Hayes comes in for Zion Williamson. And it's Drew Holiday in for Frank Jackson. The Grizzlies also making a change. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Tyus Jones. Here's Clark. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Drew Holiday. Melton passes to Valanciunas. Clark for 3. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Holiday attacking, and the rejection by Valanciunas.
Valanciunas, he's got that long wingspan. You saw it right there on that play.
Some changes for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Melly. Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. And Ball subbed in for J.J. Redick. Winslow's checked in for the Grizzlies. Ja Morant comes in for Melton.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Clark finds Valanciunas. That shot off. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Holiday gets the bucket.
This is why Lonzo Ball was drafted number 2 overall. Elite vision and size.
And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Brooks checked in. Ball against Morant. Count it. Good.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Morant kicks to Clark. Lets the three fly. The rebound by Holiday. Here's Hayes. What a performance for Brandon Clark. He has been the story for Memphis. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we've got more. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Pelicans trail by 6. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Okafor out there with Favors, and it's Ingram in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Pelicans 5.
This is what you want to see more of from Lonzo, being more aggressive with his own offense and drawing fouls.
That's good from Ball. Ball hits them both. And so it's Memphis with it. Morant scanning the floor. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Nelly is checked in for New Orleans. Morant against Ball. And Favors kicks to Ball. New Orleans moving it around. To the wing right side. 5 to shoot. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Favors.
Great job there from Valanciunas not to give any ground on that shot.
Favors can't get it to go.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Morant dishes to Valanciunas. Yep, that one goes in there. 12 points for Valanciunas.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Morant against Holiday. Now Morant. He kicks it to Valanciunas. There's the dish to Winslow. And it's blocked. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. And Ball slams it in.
I have to appreciate the timing there. Lonzo has a sense for when to go for alley-oops.
Memphis leading by 6. Morant outside. Tries it from 9. Valanciunas. And staying with the play, Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. It's good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And so Brooks will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Winslow, the pass to Brooks. Dishes it to Morant. Stolen by Ball. Here's Ingram. That one doesn't drop. Morant with some nice D. Here's Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Asserting his will offensively. Valanciunas taking over.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Jonas Valanciunas.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives him. He is really fed off that. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys, I got a chance to find out what Alvin Gentry talked about with his players. He said if we're going to pull this out, we have to do it as a team. We have to rely on one another, trust one another, and help one another. Let's go get this. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. Here's Ball. Outside, Redick. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Morant bats for 2. Ball with the rebound. Pelicans trail by 10. Ingram passes to Hayes. Back to Ingram. Kicks it out to Williamson. Redick for 3. They grabbed their own miss. No good on that one. The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Grizzlies.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Valanciunas.
No, there's a few ways to control a game, right? You can do it with pace, you can do it with patience and efficiency. Tonight, he did it by owning the boards.
Stolen by Ball. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Williamson against Clark. Williamson looking it over. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They came in here and took care of business like they Looking down upon the Tower Bridge spanning the Sacramento River here in the capital of California. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got now a look at Memphis' starting group. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward. And for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bagley is out there with Nemanja Bjelica, and it's Barnes in at the 3. Tonight, lots of youth and energy on the floor. Brent, what kind of game do you expect to see?
Highlights, Kevin, mixed in with a few lowlights. Just guys getting ahead of themselves and speeding themselves up. But sometimes those can be exciting, especially for fans who have really good seats. Keep your hands up.
And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for Sacramento. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Valanciunas passes to Morant, and he makes that one.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
Now, here's Bagley. Pass to Bjelica. Over Jackson. Puts the move on. The shot that time, not on target. Now Memphis takes it the other way. The feed to Morant. It's stolen by Bagley. Stolen by Winslow. Pass to Jackson. Drops in the layup for 2.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Bjelica. Jaren Jackson making his last shot. Over Jackson. That misses off the backboard. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Brooks kicks to Jackson. Back to Brooks. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Jackson finds Valanciunas, and Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Tipped away, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bjelica. And Memphis turns it over again. Here's Fox. To the inside. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Brooks against Bogdanovich. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so here's Memphis. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Jackson dishes to Morant. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
The explosiveness on the drive. Morant just attacks the D with aggression.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. Some changes for Sacramento. Harry Giles is checked in for Bagley. Jabari Parker comes in for Bjelica. And it's Buddy Hield in for Bogdanovich.
Well, the more Fox does that, the more he's going to be looked at like a leader.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4.
And De'Aaron Fox has staked his claim. Said baseline to baseline with the ball in my hands, I'm the fastest player in the league.
He very well might be. I mean, he is a terror in the open floor, and that speed burst just puts so much pressure on any retreating defense.
Out to Brooks. Clock at 4. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Valanciunas, good.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Count that bucket.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Pass to Valanciunas. Here's Gutteridge. And Anderson has it in the corner. Over Parker. Here's Valanciunas. Morant against Fox. And it's Morant missing.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Fox getting some room and getting up.
Grizzlies have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Down low. Valanciunas finds Morant, and finished off by Morant.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And the rejection by Valanciunas. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And the Kings making a change here. Joseph's checked in. Memphis also making some changes. Clark comes in for Valanciunas, and Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
The pass to Clark. Here's Brooks. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that does it for the first quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And for Memphis guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Kings, Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Kent Bazemore is out there with Jabari Parker. And it's Holmes in at the 5 spot. Now, here's Holmes. Sacramento again missing.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
Here's Jackson, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Sacramento. Bogdanovich comes in for Buddy Hield. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. Now, here's Joseph. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Holmes, good.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Jones after the basket by Rashawn Holmes. Jones kicks to Clark. From deep, trains the three-pointer.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Bogdanovich looking around. Outside, Joseph. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
And the Kings making a change here. Ielitsa's checked in. This is his first free throw of the game. And so Jones nails both of them. The Kings trail by 7. To the paint. Here's Bazemore. Off target with the jump hook. And for Memphis, they're shooting well. 50% from the floor. Jones against Joseph. Jackson. It's not going to go for him. For Sacramento, they've gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. And the rejection by Jackson. Melton feeling it out a bit. Feeds it to Jackson. That's no good, and now he's missed 2 and made 2. Kings shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. Bagley the pass to Bielitsa. Bogdanovich inside. Guarded by Jackson. And it's Memphis on the break. He feeds it to Clark. Passes to Melton. It's hauled in by the Kings. 1:58 left in the first half. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Bielitsa passes to Bogdanovich. Back to Bielitsa. Here's Bazemore. 6 on the shot clock. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Jones dishes to Jackson. Jones in the post. Joseph on him. And it's Jones. That time on the assist by Jackson.
Now, there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Bagley finds Bogdanovich. From outside, off the mark.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And Jones has it in the corner. Down low, here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. It's stolen by Jones. Fast break, Memphis. Pass to Melton. The feed to Jackson. Outside, Jones. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the half. Winslow, the pass to Jackson. And they pick up 2. Jackson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Grizzlies.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Kings shooting their first free throws of the game. Free throw good, Joseph. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Harry Giles is checked in for Marvin Bagley. Jabari Parker comes in for Bielitsa. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And Hield subbed in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. Morant outside. Dishes it to Valanciunas. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. And the Grizzlies lead by 13.
Sometimes you just wonder, how did Morant see that guy? The vision is special.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Beth. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. And
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Nice game. Great performance by Jaren Jackson.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins's 5. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the small forward position. Fox finds Bogdanovich. Fox. And Fox is right there. Fox has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Sacramento.
De'Aaron Fox picking up the crumbs there on the inside, but gets his team a second effort.
And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Bagley kicks to Barnes. Bogdanovich against Brooks. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
That's a pretty soft touch for Bogdanovich, trying to do some damage on the inside now.
Pass to Winslow. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Morant. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Morant's got 8.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And finished off by Bagley.
Bagley seeing it and then being it with the dunk.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. And he makes good on the layup. Morant's got 4 points in the quarter.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Fox finds Barnes. Back to Fox. Bogdanovich with it. And Belyita has it in the corner. Over Jackson. Gets a hand on it, and it's Barnes on the follow. Barnes has got his first points in this one.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right. I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment. But the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then. But I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Now here's Barnes. Holmes, good.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Fox against Morant. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Morant against Fox. Second shot opportunity. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Sacramento shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And in the NBA, Richaun Holmes had to wait for his opportunity, but he kept perspective, took nothing for granted, and just stayed positive and worked.
And sometimes as a player, GA, you got to take these little indicators that people still believe in you. Phone calls and team's interest. That helps. He's become a dangerous finisher, a shot blocker, and has shown some flashes in that jump shot.
And the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut to just 9 points on the basket from Parker.
Pretty calm in the paint there from Jabari, taking his time and getting the shot that he wanted.
Now, here's Clark. Jones in the post. Started by Fox. Lets it go from 14. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Well, more and more development on the offensive end, and now in a new system. Anderson capable in the mid-range, and like to see him knock those down.
Here's Hield. No good from outside.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Anderson passes to Melton. To the middle, here's Clark, and it's Clark with the jam.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Parker outside. The kick out to Fox. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Brooks right side.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. That's at the point with Heel to his side. They're the backcourt. Jabari Parker is out there with Bielitsa, and it's Holmes in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Jackson dishes to Winslow. Back to Jackson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jabari Parker. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Kings. Marvin Bagley comes in for Rashawn Holmes. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Parker. Ja Morant, he's checked in for Memphis. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D. And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, and his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Morant kicks to Brooks. Back to Morant. And finished up by Morant.
Fantastic instincts there by Morant, sizing up the D and then just taking what he sees.
Fox against Morant. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Fox.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
To the inside, Jackson. Here's Anderson. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Anderson's got the lead up to 14 now for the Grizzlies. Here's Fox. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Fox has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Gutteridge, the pass to Jackson. Inside. A nice shot by Gutteridge.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside, Bogdanovic. There's the pass to Bielitsa. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Morant kicks to Anderson. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Here's Morant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Marvin Bagley picks one up. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Fox passes to Bielitsa. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Bielitsa's got his first basket.
Yeah, Bielitsa pushing right through the contact that time.
Fox against Morant. Passes it to Brooks. And here's Valanciunas. Morant outside. Fires, high post, up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Grizzlies lead by 16.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Morant against Fox. Morant dishes to Valanciunas. Brooks the pass to Morant. And there it is for him. Morant's got 18 points now here in the second half.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Grizzlies.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Ja Morant.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised. Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. On the wing, Jackson. Back to Morant. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's the lob to Jackson. It's stolen by Bagley. Morant against Hield, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. It's an 18-point game. Allen dishes to Jones. Clark outside. Off target from three-point range. No good. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which they're Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bagley is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Barnes in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Pelicans, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ingram in at the small forward. Now here's Williamson. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 6. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It will be a fun matchup to watch.
And Bjelica kicks to Fox. Back to Bjelica. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
Well, this is why Fox's teammates love him. I mean, when they're open, he makes sure to get it to him.
Bogdanovich against Holiday. That one drops for him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here's Fox. Bagley in the post. He's covered by Favors, and he recovers it. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Back to Bjelica. Goes up again. Derek Favors with the rebound. Here's Williamson. Lays it up off the glass.
Williamson with the elite ability to finish off contact. And it's just not the strength. It's the body control.
Bogdanovich against Holiday. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That's his first foul. Holiday against Barnes. Now, here's Fox. Guarded closer. Count it.
Wow, it's good seeing Fox work his magic down there, looking unafraid, even though he's not the biggest of guys.
And De'Aaron Fox, a natural right-hander, but he plays lefty.
He's similar to Mike Conley. Guys like that, more amphibious. I'm just joking, more ambidextrous. They can use either hand at a high level.
Ball buries it down low.
Able to keep his balance even while getting hit. I mean, Ball absorbs contact very well.
Bogdanovich passes to Bjelica. And the dunk by Bjelica.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right
there. Ball feeling it out a bit. And Ball slams it in.
What an athlete this kid is. Ball gets off the floor with such ease.
Barnes outside. Back to Bagley. Outside, Fox. 5 on the clock. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
And that's a gift if I've ever seen one. They've got to communicate much better out there.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Okafor's checked in for Favors. Nicolo Melli comes in for Zion Williamson. J.J. Redick's checked in for Drew Holiday. And it's Frank Jackson in for Ball. And it's Melli missing.
Well, that's just a lucky break for the D. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
New Orleans making a switch here. Hart's checked in. Sacramento also making some changes. Giles checked in for Marvin Bagley. Parker comes in for Harrison Barnes. And Corey Joseph subbed in for De'Aaron Fox.
A versatile player. Bjelica mainly excels at spacing the floor. He's a big man with range. He'll do whatever you ask of him.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Hield with the bucket.
I like how he'll get solid positioning inside. A terrific score close to the basket.
Here's Hart. He's covered by Bjelica. Here's Hart. The rebound by Giles.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
In the corner, it's Healed and stolen by Reddick. Here's Hart. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Finished off the break. Heald's got his second bucket.
His teammates are going to love seeing that hustle up the court from McCollum. I mean, and that offensive energy is contagious.
They need this. Jackson misses. Sacramento leading by 3. The Elita finds Heald. Pass to Giles. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Pelicans. And it's Melly missing. And here's the fast break. Here's Giles, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Oh, look at Hill's unselfish approach. He's working to find everyone to look, not just himself.
And the basket by Jackson. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Kings on top. They're up by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. They've got Jackson Hayes. Jackson is out there with J.J. Reddick, and it's Hart in at the 3 spot. And here are the Pelicans now. Jabari Parker, unable to get his last shot to go. And another fast break for Sacramento. And the dunk by Parker.
You love seeing this kind of aggressiveness from Parker. Outstanding at flushing it home with force.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Hart. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Heald, and then Heald with the dunk.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Jackson down low. Joseph on him. Here's Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things, never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Here's Fox. Derek Favors making his last shot.
With good fundamentals, Fox just continues to improve as a scorer. He's so fun to watch.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. They get it back. Ball, the pass to Ingram. The putback, and there's Favors putting it right back in.
Such determination on the glass. Not boxing out Favors is a huge mistake that you cannot afford to make.
Now, here's Fox. And there's the pass to Holmes. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Holmes got the lead up to 7 now for Sacramento.
Way to work the inside-out game. Draws the defense in and kicks it out for the open shot.
And the rejection by Holmes. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Bagley the pass to Barnes. Back to Bagley. And here is Holmes. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Okafor is checked in for Derek Favors. And a change for Sacramento. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. Pelicans trail by 7. Outside, Ball. Pass to Okafor. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Oh, look at that awareness of Ball. Fantastic at recognizing when his teammates are wide open.
Passes it to Bogdanovich to the inside. Kings moving the ball around. And Holmes throws it down.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops. And still a ton of upside for Marvin Bagley. Talk about what you see.
Well, Jay, I see an agile, quick player off of the floor. I mean, we know he can play in the paint. I'm just interested in seeing how well he starts to stretch the game and become a 3-level scorer.
And it's Okafor missing. Sacramento leading by 9. Outside, Bagley. The dish to Fox. Stolen by Ball. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Here's Ingram. Williamson. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, and you feel like Williamson could do this almost any time he wants. The strength, the athleticism. I mean, it's next level.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Bagley. Fox against Holiday. Outside for Bagley. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul. Here's Fox. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday. And Redick, here we go. And he converts the layup.
Not just the shooter, Redick can also get inside, effective at exploiting holes in the defense.
He can't get that one to fall. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Kings lead by 5. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. Their field goal percentage was a rope. And
as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Nice game, great performance by Nemanja Bjelica.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bjelica is out there with Bagley, and it's Barnes in at the small forward position. The putback, and there's Favors putting it right back in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Favors brings the double. Bjelica inside. He's covered by Ingram. Bjelica with the bucket.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Over in the corner, Williamson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Williamson's got 8.
And normal physicality doesn't get it done with Williamson. To stop him from scoring, you really have to up the ante and get him before he hits that launching pad.
Offensive rebound. Bjelica. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instinct. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he shot foul shots at about a 75% clip a season ago.
Some changes for New Orleans. Nicolo Melli comes in for Derek Favors. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Ball. And the Kings also making a change. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Barnes. Here's Bazemore, and the dunk by Bazemore.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Melli passes to Hayes, makes it off the glass.
They made the most of their halftime adjustments. They're shooting 80% so far in the second half.
The Kings leading. Pass to Bazemore. Back to Joseph. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Now the pass to Bielitsa. Tips it up, and Hield able to finish. Hield's got 8.
Just another way Hield can generate offense, making good on the second chance opportunity.
On the wing, Jackson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 6.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Joseph up top. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 1:52 left to play here in the third. Hield with the bucket.
His energy level has never dropped in this game. I mean, he's working his tail off, and the D is struggling to keep up.
You ask Buddy Hield, he says he's not just a shooter, he's a maker. And boy, he's right. One of the great marksmen, not just in the league today, but in league history.
I mean, look at the volume of threes he's attempted. His percentage. He's in elite company.
Pass to Parker. Joseph up top, guarded by Jackson. Hayes the pass to Jackson. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And the Kings pushing it up now. Hield outside. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Yeah, he's evolving into a more well-rounded scorer. Hield really showing his toughness right there, finishing off these types of shots.
Here's Hart. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Bazemore dishes to Parker. Back to Bazemore from outside the arc. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here's Hart, and he dunks it down.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Parker kicks to Bielitsa. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. The Kings on top, up 2. From New Orleans, back in a moment. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Pelicans 5.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
And now with all the momentum on their side here late, you got to think they've got the upper hand.
Barnes passes to Bagley. Over Favors. To the middle. Here's Giles. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. First free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Ball against Fox. It's good.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, true, but we'll see if they can keep forging ahead. For now, you got to give them credit for coming back.
Giles kicks to Bagley. Outside Bogdanovich. Sacramento moving it around, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
You got to admire the awareness Bogdanovich possesses. I mean, solid at realizing when the D has left someone open.
Hey, yo, right here.
Williamson dishes to Favors. Outside Holiday. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Williamson with it. Guarded now by Barnes. And that one's good. Williamson's got it all tied up now for the Pelicans.
I can't think of a better call offensively. Get Zion the ball in the painted area and let him go to work.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Right side Bagley. Clock at 6. Barnes finds Fox. A three-pointer, no good.
A little too aggressive on that shot. He's not the guy they want shooting these tough threes.
The shot by Holiday, no good. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. It's good. And the Kings lead by 2.
Was that a guard or a big? What a dime from Bagley. He continues to develop his vision.
Holiday attacking. Back to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Well, watching him in college, Zion showed he was a big game, big moment player. That's a huge bucket right there.
Ball against Fox. Back to Bogdanovich. Lets it go from deep. Fox passes to Bagley. Over Favors. Tries again. And it's Bagley getting it to go. Bagley's got his first 2 points.
This is why the coaching staff has Bagley out here in these moments. I mean, because they know he can deliver.
Holiday against Bogdanovich. And Holiday, here we go. He gets it in there.
With experience, skill, and ability, Holiday makes for the perfect go-to scoring option.
Fox deciding where to go with it. Here's Barnes. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists now in this one.
Look at the fortitude of Barnes. They got to give him a bucket here. He wants to be the one to get it for him. No fear at all.
And the dunk by Williamson.
That's how you do it. You want to be the best in the world? You have to be the best when you come.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Feeds it to Bagley. Over Favors. Barnes against Ingram. And that the coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Alvin Gentry told his team during the break. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Here's Ball. Count it!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Barnes finds Fox. And here is Bielitsa. Can't hit that one. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Williamson outside to take the lead. It's off. And here's the break. Here's Hield. Passes it to Bielitsa. Oh, it's off the mark. And we're going to overtime. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Tip-off goes to New Orleans. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the court right now for the Kings. Fox at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. Harrison Barnes is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Bagley in at the 5. And the dunk by Williamson.
They're at a loss defensively as how to stop Zion. I mean, just too much athleticism, too much skill.
Barnes against Ingram. And Bjelica kicks to Barnes. And that one is good.
Oh, the muscle and focus on display right there. Barnes, not easy trying to distract him from there.
And Ingram has got the ball here for the Pelicans. A 2-point game. He dishes it to Favors. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got 8 rebounds in this game. Bjelica passes to Barnes. To the paint. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
An experienced player. Bjelica doesn't shy away from the big moment. He welcomes the chance to hit crucial shots.
Out to Ingram. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. And the technical free throw is good.
And if they go on to lose this game, they may remember that technical foul.
Williamson in the post. Working on Bagley.
Almost 7 feet. Bagley has got the tools to be a great shot blocker.
Rejected by Ingram. And they get it back. Redick against Hield. And the shot is long.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
And it's Williamson missing. Kings have gone 2 of 4 on their shots here in overtime. And Bjelica kicks to Fox to take the lead. Six to shoot. Bjelica. It's good!
And that's a huge basket by Bjelica. He's proving how clutch he is in these moments.
Over in the corner, Williamson. Sounds like a rock concert in here.
And guys, that was the bucket they have been waiting for.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Fox passes to Begley. Goes back up. Money!
Wow, what a shot. I mean, Fox enjoys having the spotlight on him in big moments like this.
Williamson in the post. He's covered by Bielitsa. Healed outside. Bielitsa finds Heald. Nobody near Barnes. No good there. So it's the Kings taking the W in a close one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it for
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
To a man, the Pelicans looking intent on getting a win on the road. The downtown. Now the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Favors in at center. And for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the small forward position. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Now here's Brooks. The dish now to Valanciunas. There's the pass to Jackson. Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
Gotta love watching Morant get after it. He goes all out. Tank, never on empty.
Here's Ball. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Morant. Derek Favors with the rebound. Here are the Pelicans with the ball. Loads it up for Williamson. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Zion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
Morant looking around. Winslow kicks to Morant. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Holiday, the pass to Favors. Over Valanciunas. It's rebounded by Memphis. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Morant against Ball. Basket good.
And you know, we talk so much about Morant's athleticism, but his feel for the game equally as effective.
Now here is Holiday. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Here's Morant. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Already finding his spots and capitalizing, playing really efficient basketball.
Morant against Ball. And Favors kicks to Ball. Shoots. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, I tell you what, Ball doing a nice job using his size down in the post, rising up above his defender to get that one to go down.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Morant against Ball, and that one's good. Morant.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Outside, Ball. With the floater. Grizzlies with the rebound. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. And finished off by Morant.
How about the handles from the young fellow? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Ball against Morant. The drive by Ball. And that one good. Ball's got 6.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Morant passes to Valanciunas. Back to Morant. Memphis moving that ball around. Deflects the pass. Brooks against Holiday. 4 on the shot clock. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. Count the basket.
He's an explosive, athletic guard, and I tell you, the coaching staff must love watching Holiday in the open court.
Brooks kicks to Morant. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Jones against Jackson. That one good for 2.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Now here's Redick. 27 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Clark finds Jackson. Back to Clark. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Jackson drives in. Oh, that's blocked.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Grizzlies?
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Memphis, they've got Anderson. He's out there with Brandon Clark, and it's Melton in at the 2 guard.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for Memphis. They trail by 1. The feed now to Clark. Pass to Melton. Back to Clark. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Jackson.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Down low. Hayes trying to break free. And it's Melly missing.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
Clark outside. Poke loose. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Redick. Jason Allen's checked in for the Grizzlies. Okafor's checked in for the Pelicans. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Jones, the pass to Anderson. Just 5 to shoot. Jones, no luck. Well, for New Orleans, shooting fantastically in this game. 62% from the floor. And it's good, 2 points. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Feeds it to Clark. And he uses the glass on the layup. Clark's got 6 points.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Redick surveying the D. Jackson passes to Okafor. Chalk up 2 there. Okafor's got the lead up to 3 now for New Orleans. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great, great human being.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Passes it to Jackson. And the layup is good. And the Pelicans lead by 3.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
Pass to Jones. Kicks it out to Allen. Melton passes to Clark. Allen trying to break free, and it's Clark with the jam.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
To the left wing, Hayes dishes to Jackson. Hayes the pass to Jackson. Outside, Redick. For three. That shot misses. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Williamson is checked in for Jackson Hayes. Brandon Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. Drew Holiday's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Ball subbed in for Frank Jackson. Now here is Holiday. 1:07 left here in the second. The drive by Williamson.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Now Morant. He's got 10. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Okafor kicks to Williamson. Back to Okafor. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Brooks finds Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Okafor gets the bucket.
Well, I like the fact Okafor is a big guy who handles contact well. Not all big guys do. You got to do better than that if you're the defense.
Brooks dishes to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And that'll...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. They didn't get more than a one-possession lead in the period. And that'll...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
So for New Orleans right now, Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the point guard position.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
And as good as Morant's been, there's still plenty of upside. One of the younger players to enter the draft in 2019. Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Pelicans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Ball hits them both.
You know, Ball has proven he can pass and rebound the ball. He's a very impressive player. Now he just needs to add the shot and become more effective as a scorer.
Now here's Winslow. Valanciunas passes to Morant. And the layup's good off the glass. Morant's got the lead up to 6 now for the Grizzlies.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now Morant, after Brandon Ingram missing on that last 3-pointer. Morant passes to Valanciunas. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. They get Derek Favors.
Boy, Valanciunas, a mountain of a man, a solid big guy who scores well and provides a lot of length and muscle inside.
Melly is checked in for the Pelicans. Ingram kicks to Favors. Back to Ingram. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Morant with the ball, and good that time. Morant's got 21.
Yeah, when Morant gets it dialed up, he can be unstoppable. Just too many ways to score.
And Holiday, here we go. And Holiday throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Morant kicks to Valanciunas. Memphis the rebound. There's Winslow. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Look, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Hayes, he's checked in for Derek Favors. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Now Anderson after J.J. Redick's three-pointer that didn't go. Now here's Anderson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And that one drops for him.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And Holiday, here we go, up and in from the low block. Holiday's got 6 points.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Holiday against Jones. The pass to Gutterich. He feeds it to Clark. Finds the open look, and it's on target. He's got 14.
And this is what the coaching staff loves when they watch Clark, wanting to improve his shooting off the catch.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic, struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. But the league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Now, sports is a microcosm of society as a whole, and we all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin?
And here we go, Coach's Challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Valanciunas. Good D by Williamson. Pelicans trail by 9. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. That one falls. Hart's got his second bucket of the game to go.
You know, getting inside and doing damage there really elevates Hart's game, and I'd like to see him be that kind of all-around threat.
Clark outside. And another miss by Memphis. And here's Holiday. 8 points for him. Pass to Hart. Here's Williamson. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Such determination on the glass. Not boxing out Favors is a huge mistake that you cannot afford to make.
And the shot goes in. Morant's got 9 points here in the second half.
Really hard to count how many of their possessions have ended just like that one, with one of his shots falling.
Yeah, that's not a bad way to end the possession, though, and it's the reason this game is coming down to the wire. I mean, his touch from outside and from the field in general has been superb.
He dishes it to Valanciunas. Back to Morant. Got it. Good job in the low post. Morant's got 4 this quarter.
And for a great shooter, Morant really works for high percentage shots. Loves to take it inside.
Ball dishes to Williamson.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Lobs it up for Favors. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
Morant with it. Favors picks him up. Morant passes to Jackson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Lonzo Ball picks one up. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
They do, and you also see a lot of points have come off the dribble penetration. They've been aggressive on the bounce at attacking the defense.
Redick with the bucket.
Seeing the chance for a good look on the jump shot. Redick making the split-second decision to pull up and let it fly. That's heads up there.
Morant finds Valanciunas. Morant passes to Winslow. Just 5 on the clock. Out to Morant. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Morant's got 13 points in the second half.
And I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Ball dishes to Favors. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
To the middle. He doesn't hit that one. Great D that time from Favors. Here's Williamson. Ingram. Brooks grabs the board. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Passes to Morant. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Pelicans pull it in. Favors got his 4th rebound in this one. A finish.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission. Some young players tend to defer in big moments. Not Zion.
Morant kicks to Valanciunas. Back to Morant. And he lays it straight in. Morant's got 8 points here in this quarter.
No stranger to big moments. Morant wants to be the man to take and make the big shot.
And it's Williamson missing. For Memphis, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Jackson finds Morant. Pelicans pull it in. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Williamson. And Winslow pulls it down. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his fourth foul of the contest. And Memphis making a change here. Clark's checked in. And New Orleans also making a change. Holiday's checked in. Brooks the best of Morant. This is to Valanciunas. It's Brooks on the wing. To the paint. Here's Morant. Another shot. Valanciunas. It falls!
And how about Valanciunas coming through here? When it's a big possession, giving it to him is a great idea.
Here's Morant. And that one drops. Morant's got 31.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And the contact doesn't shake favors. He just outworks the defense and finishes strong.
In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
Well, you know, it certainly swings the energy and the momentum in one team's favor. That's basically a 4 or 5 point swing, which is huge.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
And thanks to his good work at the line there, now we have a 2-possession ball game.
A critical possession right here.
Crowd on pins and needles, Kev.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Ingram dishes the ball. Williamson kicks the ball. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Now here's Morant for 3. No good. So it's Memphis picking up the win. It was up for grabs, right? David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.